Okay, hi guys. I'm back with Attack on Titan. So I'm gonna try English dub. I'm very curious. I never actually listened to Attack on Titan in English dub. I was listening to it in English sub. And I have nothing against the English version. I always watch my anime with sub on. So hearing it with English always sounds very weird to me. But we're gonna try this episode. I'm very curious to see how they all sound now, especially that they're older. Like we know how they sound in the Japanese version, but I'm very curious to hear how they sound in the English version. And now that they're older, so I'm just wondering if it's the same voice actors, even though I don't really pay attention to, but I'm curious because I've listened to the English dub before in years ago, but yeah, I couldn't tell you no, but I'm just curious to see how it translate in the English, you know. So we're gonna play it right now. So okay.
I want you to hear it. I guess I should start 3 years ago. Back when we still could have changed something.
Captain! No word from the advance party. It's been 2 hours.
Then have teams 2 and 3 prepare to land as well.
Yes, sir!
These damned island devils managed to defeat our warrior unit. We need to find out what they're doing now and relay it back to Marley.
It's so weird to hear him in English.
Grab onto something!
Your shitty skit.
Niccolo. Know this, you wretched devils! Marley doesn't negotiate with filthy bloods like you! And we're certainly not gonna sit down with you and drink the pig piss you call tea!
Huh? Oh, you sure about that? Maybe you should be more polite. Unless you want to piss off the Titan looming behind you.
Marley will never bend to the power of devils! This is all she has to say to you!
What?
Put your hands up, Yelena!
Lay down your weapons.
What are you? Do as she says.
Hanji, I'd like to accept your invitation. Let's have some tea.
So who is
How I've longed to meet you. Aaron.
okay, so this is in the beginning that they decided to make a deal, I guess, or something like that. But I thought that guy was the same guy. It's not him. He just looks like him, kind of. I mean, but it's also interesting to me that they view everybody from paradise um as devils, right? Even though there are only a few that are titans, right? Um, but is everybody? So wait a sec. But I'm confused because now is everybody who is in paradise? Oh my God, whatever you pronounce it, is Eldorian, right? Because I mean, I guess because the king brought his people there, right? Like he brought the people them there and close them off from the rest of the world. So that means everybody is Eldian? Like that's what I don't know. I'm assuming that's what it is, but because he said he viewed everybody as devil, but I mean, because that guy just, outright just be like, hey, everybody, that you devils. So yeah, I don't know. I guess am I gonna get this answered because this anime, they answer your questions, but they answer you like slowly among the anime. Like you don't get all your answers at once. So that's what I'm curious about now. So brave volunteers.
Do? Can't say. But even if she's on our side, we obviously
Oh,
can't trust her.
No
Sasha.
napping, Sasha.
Yeah, but this is still an incredible chance for us to gather information. We're really lucky we found them.
You're right. We've been lucky. We managed to intercept that ship by pure chance. If Marley comes to this island in force, we're finished. We've got to do something.
The Marleyan army is comprised of 50 divisions, each made up of 20,000 troops. That comes out to 1 million soldiers in total. Then there's the Marleyan Navy. It's divided into 3 fleets with 21 battleships each. Marley's been developing new weapons, too. They're making strides in the field of aerial warfare.
Ariel?
Keep it together, or they'll think we're weak.
I know that.
In other words, they're making flying ships, which can circumvent walls by attacking from the sky.
They'll attack from the sky!
Angie,
If Marley truly has the kind of military capabilities you just described to us, why haven't they sent an invasion force in the past year? Tell me.
There are 2 primary reasons. The first is the pure titans Marley released here. They pose a serious threat to a landing force, even if that force is armed with the latest weaponry. They were originally taken here to keep you Eldians confined within your walls. But in more recent times, they've served as Eldia's first line of defense.
you don't say. Well, isn't that funny?
So what's the second reason?
Marley is occupied. It's at war with an alliance of several nations.
Really?
It can't be bothered to deal with Paradis now.
Parody.
You defeated the warrior unit, the Pride of Marley. And in doing so, you stripped Marley of 2 of its best weapons, the Colossal and Female Titans.
Really?
Marley is a nation with many enemies. Once they saw that you'd left it in a weakened state, they quickly joined as one and declared war. Sorry to disappoint, but we're not agents or anything of the sort.
Oh.
Our mutiny was carried out at the express command of Zeke Yeager. We're the
Really?
anti-Marleyan volunteers. And our goal is to free the Eldian people.
Okay.
So that concludes Zeke Yeager's requests. He claims that he can save the Eldian people, whose existence is currently under threat.
Absurd! We shouldn't even be listening to this.
We're talking about the Beast Titan here. He turned the people of Rugakoi to Titans and spread terror within the walls.
Yeah.
He hunted the scouts to near extinction. Now he has the goal to come to us with requests?
Zeke Yeager's one and only goal is to steal the
I
founding
thought it was
Titan from this
Historia,
island.
but it's not
He
Historia.
failed
That's
to
who
by
I thought it
force,
was.
So now he's trying to obtain it through diplomatic means.
Yes, he should know that we'll assume that. Regardless, I would still like to hear what else he has to say.
Zeke Yeager claims to have an actionable plan that can solve all our people's problems at once. And to carry this plan out, we would need 2 key assets. The founding Titan and a Titan possessing royal blood. He says that with
That's
both,
him.
the world can be saved. However, he will only reveal the details of his plan after his conditions have been met.
He's full of shit.
What kind of feckless idiots does he take us for?
Aaron? Zeke is telling the truth. I remember. The Founder's power has always been completely impossible for me to use. The only exception was when I touched a Titan with royal blood. I recognized that Titan from a picture. It had to be my dad's first wife, Dinah Fritz. Zeke is Dinah's son. He must have figured it out too. How to get around the King's vow renouncing war. How to activate the only hope
Oh,
that
so
still
that
remains
was
to
what
us Eldians.
happened. Why he was able
knows
to
how to wake the
activate
millions
it.
of Titans sleeping in the walls. How to start the rumbling and crush the world.
Hey, why did you keep quiet about this for so long?
Because I was concerned for Historia's safety. At the time, I wasn't sure. And I couldn't let her get turned into a Titan based on some hunch of mine.
If we want to protect Paradis from Marley's survey ships, we need the volunteers' help. They have something called a radio.
Interesting.
We
It's
read you.
interesting
What's the
how the
situation?
technology is so limited still in
We've
their
been waiting
time.
so long for help.
But not everyone across the sea was an enemy. That fact gave us comfort. And we finally got to learn about the outside world
Yeah.
in all its complexities and mysteries.
Oh, by the way, why is your skin so dark, Onion Capone?
Because our creator thought that things would be more interesting if the world were occupied by many kinds of people. I'd say that applies to you subjects of Ymir as well. We exist because we were wanted.
Really.
Wait, we were created? By who?
by the one who gave power to your founder, Ymir. It was God. Well, that's what some people believe. We're all free to think as we like, right?
I like that that came up as a topic.
Is this food?
Because see, I made the
it
same
even
kind of
Smells
the
pretty
same.
fishy.
Have you never had seafood before? Niccolo's
I
a
made the
master when it comes to
same.
Marleyan cuisine.
Don't
What's the
jerks.
word?
Don't like how it looks, then don't eat it. Like I
Oh
care
my
what
God,
aliens think.
Sasha. Oh my gosh, you never had seafood before. Oh yeah, because they've been in the inside.
Fair, Sasha!
You're a genius. This is the best food I've ever eaten.
Oh.
Hey, stop eating like some kind of pig.
I've never tasted anything like this.
There's plenty, so take your time.
But what I was saying is that I made the same I noticed the same thing too, right? Because I'm saying like everybody who is in the party they don't have dark skin. And I also said the same thing too, that they're possibly German descent or European descent or something like that, right? And so later on, seeing the dinner what they had and the fact that there was actually a person of color there, like not only one but like multiple, right? So and then I made the same kind of like that this we don't normally see this, right? I was like, this is the first Black person I've seen since this anime started. So the fact that they actually tackled that kind of information, I appreciate that. That was very subtle and very cool, and a very very brilliant way of that kind of like dealing with it without it being like, like making such an obvious thing. So yeah.
We should be finished building the port soon. Progress has been fast since those Marleyan engineers decided to help out.
I'm kind of surprised they agreed to.
It took time. At first, we were too suspicious to cooperate in anything. But as we gradually set aside the labels we have for one another and work to see each other as people, we can reach an understanding.
Armin, have you seen any of Bertolt's memories?
Yeah, but I didn't notice anything that seemed helpful.
We're short on time. Zeke has less than 3 years to live.
Yeah, but about that, do you really think it's okay for us to just go along with Yelena's plan?
What's the problem?
I just wonder if we really have to threaten the world with the rumbling to protect the Eldian people. We'd be forcing everyone to live in fear of us, acting like the devils they think we are. Before it comes to that, why don't we just talk to them? If we fix the world's misconceptions about us, threats won't be needed.
Come again? What misconceptions do they have?
You know how they think we're scary monsters.
They think that because we can transform into man-eating titans. That's no misconception.
But still, there are some Marleyans who like us.
How many? Most of the Marleyans we caught are still glaring at us from their prison cells.
That's true for now, but given enough time.
Yeah, we just need time.
That's right. And to buy ourselves that time, we need to show the world our strength.
Aw, Sasha.
I still don't know.
I'm so
But
sad.
we made the right choice back then.
Yeah.
I can't help but wonder if there was some other path we could have taken, if we'd just seen it. I used to think that I understood Eren better than anyone, even Mikasa. But I don't know anymore.
Hey! Aren't you a Marleyan? What the hell are you doing? This graveyard is full of people your kind killed. You have no right to come
stop!
here!
Let us take care of this guy.
I'm sorry, but please.
Marleyans can go to hell.
Hey, Niccolo.
You okay?
No. Why, damn it? Is it true that Sasha was killed?
Aww.
So it is. Then why? What the hell were you guys doing?
Shot by a kid who snuck onto the airship? It's too ridiculous to be true.
It wasn't an ordinary kid. The girl had been trained.
Sounds like a warrior candidate.
Should have kept my guard up. I'm sorry.
Why apologize to me? All I did was cook her a meal or two.
Thank you. Thank you for every tasty meal you made for her.
Aw.
How are you taking it, Connie?
Sasha and I were like twins.
Aw.
So it feels like half of me is just gone.
It's her family.
Y'all were friends with my daughter, Sasha.
I like this anime.
Pardon.
Everybody have like family.
Just a captive Marleyan, but I have permission to work as a chef. Your daughter loved my cooking more than anyone else ever will, I think. So, if you ever want to, please come and let me cook you something.
And this will be on the house, right?
Yeah.
How interesting. They're calling it a victory. Ignorance is scary, but delusion's even worse.
I'm going to kill you and ship your corpse back to Marley with a note about your little plot. Should spell the end for your grandparents. That said, if this secret plan of yours isn't bullshit, I can wait and chop you up once it's finished. I don't care much either way.
Well, I appreciate your willingness to accommodate. But hey, I do get to meet Eren soon, don't I?
There's no need to rush. We've prepared a nice little place for you to stay here. A beautiful hotel that you can relax at.
Sure.
So, could I ask you to stop glaring?
This is all the Titan transformation serum we were able to steal from Marley. Sorry, but it's hard to reproduce.
It's fine for our purposes. This should be plenty. I just wish that we were in a position to return your kindness. We owe you so much already. You turned our ignorance into hope and got nothing in return. For us to doubt the people who saved us, we truly are no better than devils.
It is my opinion that we've proven ourselves to be your loyal friends over these past 3 years. This is a shame. The weapons that we offered you as gifts were intended to bring freedom to the Eldian people.
I know that this is a selfish request, but would you please overlook our weakness for a time? We're going to great lengths to keep Zeke on a tight leash.
It's fine, Commander. I understand. The day will soon come when we sit at the same table once again.
Wow.
This is my hotel?
What better lodging could there be? It's a giant forest. Difficult to move through and devoid of boulders.
Looks like a fun spot for using ODM gear, too. Hey, quick question. This natural wonder, would you mind letting me show it to Gabi and Falco?
Whether they get to see the sights or not depends on you.
Oh, they've never seen trees before.
But now, we've killed a huge number of people.
Yeah.
Sailors, soldiers, civilians. The devastation we spread was indiscriminate. Still, if we had left that port intact, then Marley would have launched an immediate counterattack against our island. We've abandoned all hope for peace, but we didn't have a choice. Any more than the 3 of you did.
The 3 of you?
Right? Annie.
Annie. Oh, he's talking to Annie.
Say something. Please.
The only way to live is to fight. So fight.
Damn, look at him. Damn, that's Eren? That's crazy. The man have like the 6-pack. 6-pack transformer. Oh my god. My god, that man been eating his fucking meals, man. the meals, that hatred surely working him out. Cause god damn abs, bro. Okay, I will say that episode, watching it in English, I don't know if I've got a lot of the information, and that was one of the reasons why I don't watch my anime in English. It's not because I don't think they're good. It's just that sometimes I feel like I'll sometimes some of the expression is lost in translation because I have to translate it to English. So I feel like it's simplified for us in a way that doesn't fully capture what is being said, or what's being translated, you know. So yeah, I mean, I would say it's very sad to see that Sasha is gone, and that, but it was cool to see a flashback of the 3 years, just to know what was happening, and the fact that, like, okay, so that girl, I don't know her name. I think I missed it, but she apparently was uh she worked for Zeke, and the fact that she was able to, I guess, be there at the time when this whole thing was happening. Maybe they planned it. I'm assuming they planned it, right? The fact that they planned this whole thing, and I just like, it's one of those slow episodes, but it's more like moving piece episodes to build up to the actual events that's supposed to happen. I didn't realize that was us how Aaron actively activated the founding ability, right? Was because he when he got in contact with the royal blood is how he was able to control all the titans, because he was not able to do that before. And I didn't know that was the reason. I thought he would had a moment where he just kind of was able to connect with it. I didn't know that it was because, I mean, of course, his wife is of royal bloodline, and that was the reason why he was able to activate it. So that was a very interesting information to know. I don't know if a lot of people have figured out that out before, but I didn't. And to just know that, like, this is what happened and what was the reason why that happened, it's pretty cool actually. And again, I noticed again from long before, was just like, hey, there's no people of color in Parody. And just for it to be acknowledged, I thought was really cool as well. And for the kind of explanation what they give. It's also interesting to just see how, on this aspect, on the flip side, how the Marleys are treated, and like now it's becoming more of a open to the public than in secret, that this is who are the Marleys, the people who've been attacking them, um, and them getting a fuller understanding. But like I said, I guess everybody in Parody is Eldorian then, right? They're Eldian. Is that what I'm correct if that's the case then? And that's usually why, regardless of how they see them or not, they're deemed as devils, right? Because of the bloodline that they are part of. And yeah, I don't know. It's interesting to see the path that they take. And I guess they get the information what they want from that girl. I don't know her name. I need to look it up or something because I feel like I missed it. I think I know who she is in overall, but the fact that, I don't know, the way that they went about it, I was a bit confused. I thought it was his story in the beginning, but then I realized it's not his story because this girl is tall, and obviously his story has blue eyes as well. And just, I think she's a bit shorter, right? So again, I mean, I could be wrong, like, so all right, we'll see you next episode.